I froze. I feel fantastic. Let me tell you, this fasting is working. I'm in love with my life. I'm so happy. I'm getting my happy back. All the nonsense thinking that I was doing. I'm like, Nikki, what the heck? You know, so God is just refocusing my life and my mind, most importantly, to focus on the things that He would have me to think about. And He has told me I should think about great things, happy things, positive things, things that are true, things that are excellent. And that's where I want all of us. Focus on the positive in our lives. We all have negatives, yes, but we're not to dwell on them. That's the big lesson. And we're going to become, like I told a friend last night, I said we're going to become deaf, dumb, numb, and blind. That means when the hurts and stuff come our way, guys, we're not going to dwell on them. We're going to just shake them off, and we're going to keep going with our eyes fixed on God, on important things. Like my daughter Julie told me, say, Mom, you have more important things to be thinking about. So guys, I want to just tell you guys, there's something that's really working for me. And that is having God as our boss. God is the boss of our lives. And every moment I want us doing everything pleasing to Him. It was my mom who taught me years ago. She said, Nikki, if you're a street cleaner, be the best street cleaner. And guys, I've ran with that advice my whole life. In fact, yesterday when I said in the video that I was on my run and the Nicki Minaj song played and said, you're the baddest. And I said that to you guys, and I said, oh, maybe I'm being arrogant or whatever. But no. Wanting to be the best is not arrogance. That's what God wants for all of us and each of us in our lives. Remember, I went to buy my iPhone, the iPhone 11. He asked me which color that I wanted. I said, I want the gold, because I'm going for the gold in life. I want to be the best in every aspect, to be the best mother, to be the best wife, to be the best person there is. And I want to do it all for the glory of God. And when I die, He will say, well done, my good and faithful servant. So guys, we're not going through life alone. God is our boss. And when we go the extra mile for Him, being the excellent people that He would have us to be, let me tell you, He shows up for us, and He's there for us, and He is the one to reward us. I'll never forget a day when I was working and my boss came to my desk. That's after I finished 2 years of college, and my mom said, Nick, I don't have any more money to send you away. I was in the Bahamas then. I don't have any more money to send you anywhere, and there was no further education other than a 2-year college degree in the Bahamas. And my boss comes to my desk and he said, oh, Nika, I want you to finish your education. But he said, I don't want you going to any college. I want you to go to the same college my son went to in New York. So guys, if I didn't go in there with that advice from my mom, that I'm the best, if I'm a street cleaner, be the best street cleaner, do you think He will come and He will say, oh, Nika, I want you to go to the same college where my son went? No. If I just went in there with a terrible attitude, lazy, just giving inferior, mediocre work, He wasn't going to be happy with that. But what did I do? When I got an hour for lunch, I took 15 minutes. When the place closed at 4:45 and everybody was left, I stayed. And I stayed until my boss left. Finally, he gave me the key that I can come and go as ever I please. I came on Saturdays, I came on Sundays. I did my best to give my clients my best work. When I showed my supervisor my work, I aimed to give her the best. And guys, honestly, that advice from my mom has paid off. And even now as a mom, I want to show up as my best self so I can influence my daughters and my sons to be their best. I want to go into our business. I work for my husband and we're self-employed, so no regular checks coming in for us. So I'm like, honey, what is it that I need to do to support you, to show up as my best self, to support this husband who's doing his thing? You know, so guys, I just want us, forget about human masters or anything. We don't work for humans. We work for God. And let me tell you, when I go out on my run every day, I'm like, God, thank you for this beautiful life. So I have here this book that my daughter came and got from my room, and this is an important book that I'm so happy that she's reading, and it talks about how we have divine intelligence from God. So I want us tapping into God's mind on every aspect. What is it that He would have us to do in every area So that's why I started this fasting, because I felt like a nudge from God. Say, Nick, we have some issues, but we need to keep working on with you. For you to be your best self, I need you to control all this negative thinking. And I've learned God's voice, guys, and I want you tapping into Him. We're not going through life alone. God is with us at every moment, guiding us and directing us, but we have to learn His voice. So it's so important to have those appointments with Him, and not only just have the appointments, all day long, whatever we read in those appointments with Him and the things that we're learning about God's character and the people He's calling us to be, we got to run with them. Even like in a conversation, I wanted to blah, 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 and God said, no, Nick, no, don't do that. That's not what I want for you. And anytime I hold back these words and these things that I want to do and I don't do and I don't turn into crazy, I just smile with God. Because I know what I'm doing is pleasing with Him, and this is how He guides me. So my videographer, I know she's saying, Mommy, you're talking too long today. But just a little conversation with her, she says, if I go to Columbia University, and I say, no, 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 my Julie girl. When you go to Columbia University, I say, if that's where President Obama went, that's where you're going to go too. And just dreaming big dreams, guys. From me going from somewhere where my mom said, Nick, I can't help you anymore to your education, to me coming now to tell my daughter, you want to go to the top university in the world? Come on, let's go. You have a mom that's here to support you and help you to become your best self, all with God's guidance. He's the one that's going to tell us. So she's tapping into this stuff that God's divine mind, who is within her, is within all of us. We just have to keep learning God's voice. And when He whispers something to us and tells us, Nick, this is what I want you to do, this is what I don't want you to do, we have to learn His voice, and we have to start paying attention so we could do better than Cardi B. We're going to be living our best lives with God.